What's good, YouTube? Dread Life 101 back today with another video for y'all, and today is brought to you in part by Head and Shoulders Classic Clean. Y'all like that? And also the rat tooth comb. It's pulling people hair out since 1985. Now I'm making this video not for the old dreadheads, but for the people who just maybe always go to the shop, or maybe just don't really understand the process of washing their own dreads. Maybe you've been washing them and you're getting bad results out. Watch this video and hopefully it helps you out. Now, first off, what we're doing right here in the kitchen, best place to do it, is we're setting the temperature for our water. You definitely don't want extremely hot water, and you don't want extremely cold water. Too much cold water, you won't be able to get that residue and all that stuff out of your hair. Too much hot water, you're gonna burn your skin, burn your scalp, and you're gonna lose the proper amount of protein and moisture that you have in your hair. Now, what you guys see me doing right here is just prepping the area, basically just moisturizing my hair or putting water on top of my hair so that when I put my shampoo on my hair, it is actually gonna soak into my hair. If you attempt to put shampoo on your hair while it's dry, please believe it is not really gonna work that great unless you have a lot of water inside of that shampoo. Now, when it comes to applying shampoo to your hair, it's pretty much a personal preference. You're either gonna want a little bit, just enough, or a whole lot. Me, I like to use just enough. Before I actually got involved in my hair and I actually started to pay attention to it, I definitely like to saturate my hair all the way through. But you know what? In all actuality, it's not that necessary, especially not today when the main portion of my head that I'm trying to attack is my scalp area, because my scalp is going to get a lot more dirtier than my hair is, seeing how I'm not really moving around too much and I'm not really in an environment that's causing a lot of material or buildup on my actual hair. Now, as you can see, I'm running that water through my hair, making sure it stays saturated. When you put that shampoo on your hair, it is going to start to feel a little bit drier. All that is that shampoo starting to force all that product inside of the hair follicle. And yes, that is a good thing, because that's where you want that action to go, to the inside of your hair, down to the roots, down to your scalp, so that it can work and process and clean out that dirt like you are intending to do by washing your hair. Now, we got that rat tooth comb so that you can break up any dirt or crust or any buildup that may be attached to the scalp that you may not want to just scratch your scalp with. Using your fingernails on your scalp might actually break the skin, and that is not good if you want to keep your hair. If you have a young, healthy head, you know, it might not matter too much, but in all actuality, you want to be safe with your hair, because the intention is to keep your hair and make sure that it stays healthy. As you can see, I'm doing the entire edge around my head because that's where I receive the most buildup, and as well as in a second, you're going to see me go ahead and apply that same method to the middle of my scalp. Just like that right there, because for some reason, y'all, I get a lot of buildup on the top of my head. I got one of them weird heads. I don't know, maybe y'all got the same situation. Let me know down in the comments. Now that we're all done with the washing process, now it's time to rinse. As well as the applying the shampoo to your hair, the rinsing part is definitely important. Just as important as applying the shampoo or the application to your hair. Just like you got that shampoo in your hair, you want to make sure all of that material in that product gets out of your hair. And like I said, washing your hair in the kitchen is probably one of the best spots to do it in the house, unless you have an extension hose in the bathroom or wherever else that you do your hair. The kitchen is the most accessible place where you can have that attachment. The sink is about waist high or just above that, so you can lean forward and be comfortable while you're doing this process. You're not over exaggerating yourself, and you can actually be hands-on with this process. Make sure we get all that product up out of there. You don't want any of that stuff sitting out on the top of your head, because it will dry out your hair and it will dry out your scalp if it stays on there. And as well as washing all that product or shampoo out of your scalp area, you definitely want to take a second and make sure that all that stuff that ran out of your scalp is going to be flushed out of your actual hair as well. Yes, there's a difference between your scalp and your actual hair. The shaft of your hair does need to be flushed out as well, because it is still a part of the hair. It is still soaking up that product from the shampoo. Make sure you take your time when rinsing your hair and the shaft of your hair to ensure that you are not creating an environment for that stuff to thrive after you're done washing your hair. Now this technique right here is what I call the squeeze. I am not wringing my hair, I am not twisting my hair, I am simply grabbing my hair with two hands or one hand and squeezing the water and the product out of my hair. Yes, we did just rinse our hair, but sometimes having locks or thick hair, that just may not be enough for you to get that stuff out of your hair. Squeezing your hair is okay. Do not twist or wring your hair out. I can guarantee you, you will lose your hair. As you can see, as I'm squeezing my hair to get the water and the product and the shampoo out of my hair, I'm looking down into the sink. I'm looking down into my hands to ensure that that soap or that shampoo is actually coming out. The less that you see, the better. When you're wringing your hair, you should have water and a little bit of white residue coming out with that. Now it's time for the check. This right here is the portion where you're gonna squeeze one of your hair follicles. Look at that. No white residue, so that must be a good thing, right? And seeing how we don't have any white residue coming out of our hair, now you can go ahead and dry your hair. Just like we were doing before when we were rinsing it out with the water, you're going to go ahead and squeeze your hair with the towel to ensure that the water and the rest of that stuff comes out into the towel. That's all I got for you guys. Dread Life 101. I'ma holla at you.